Hello everybody, welcome back to Sprocketman Designs. As you can see before you, hopefully, yeah, I pretty much mostly got it in shot. Started making another trivet out of brake rotors and Allen keys. Unfortunately, in the process of starting that, I got distracted and went from plan A straight to plan T, which was making a bottle opener, which I suppose should have been plan B. But I've made that and came back to doing this. Then I got distracted by some sprinkler heads that I've been given, because during whatever process they were deemed not good enough, and as a consequence of that these things get scrapped, weighed in, etc. So I've grabbed a bunch of them. And it is my intention, strange as it may sound, I'll show you on here if I can, there we go, lovely little thing, threaded there so you can attach it and whatever else goes on with them, I don't know. But my plan is to cut off this threaded area here, and strangely enough, using these bits of bent wire that will sort of go up inside it once I've painted it, and painted this, I'm going to make some odd looking little flowers out of it all eventually. I will get around to doing that, but first I think it's only right to not distract myself with the thinking about those at the moment, although I have already. See, as yet I haven't worked out the best way of removing the threaded part. I mean, they're brass, so I should be able to go through it with a hacksaw, but I'm going to need quite a lot, and that will take quite a lot of time. And as we all know, I'm really impatient, and I also get distracted really quickly. So I am currently wondering whether, let's just goof around with the camera position a little bit. Sorry, I should learn the technical term for these things, but I haven't. So I'm going to put my vice liners in. These have just got a soft rubber face on them, and have been treated very badly since the day I owned them. And what I think I'm going to try is, if I can hold, if I open it enough, stupid boy, if I can hold the very head in there like that, the vice out of the way, right, you can see what I'm doing. So I think what I'm going to attempt is I'll put a cutting disc into my grinder, Grinder and I have recently been on our travels. Went to the Outlaws place in Wales, and where we did a little bit of work cutting down the remains of a fence post that was curiously made of steel. It's the first time Grinder's been to the seaside. Anyway, that's besides the point. Right, so an approximation of my plan is I'm going to come in about there and try and keep it as straight as possible, flip it over, cut it from the other side. There goes the thread. He says. Okay, let's see what happens. Well, that was almost easy. And weirdly I've managed to keep it remarkably flat. It does get, like any other metal, very warm. So there you go, that's what it now looks like, or what it would look like if it hadn't already been powder coated. I have been given some primer by a friend, and I'm hoping that that primer will take to the bare metal as well. Then I've just got to remember where on earth I put the rest of the bits of metal for making the stems out of. Then I'm just going to start putting them together. But we now know that works. The other thing I've got to do on this, actually, can you even see it? There, somewhere on here there is a maker's mark that I've been asked to remove. Although on this one I've just cut, I'll be damned if I can see it. And I'm not 100% convinced with my use of the bigger wire at the moment. I am toying with using some spokes, and again it will be a case of whether or not the primer will take to it. Part of the thinking for using the spokes is actually the spoke nipple there, because I'm kind of hoping that, oh, it does fit. Now then, that would be a lot easier to manage. And then I've just got to paint that and that. Yeah, I'll run it past my good lady and see what she thinks of that idea, because I could potentially, if it will work, yeah, I could potentially put 2 of these on. And in doing that, I could trap one in the bottom, one the other one down from the top, and lock it in place so it can't come off. Although part of my brain is saying, why don't you just use glue? And I think the answer to that, very simply, is it's not quite mechanical enough and I don't like it. But maybe that's just me being, well, me really. Anyway, so there we have it. What could potentially be a weird robot flower. Now I know I can cut it easily. Other ideas I've got for these sprinkler heads is to perhaps turn them into a chest set if there's different sizes and shaped ones. I'll have to ask the guys that get them off. There's the bottle opener I made. Nice simple one. It's all polished up and ready to go. I will be, I think, before, if I can get it over to Spray Quick tomorrow, it will be ready for an upcoming market, which is a point I really need to finish this for that market. So without further ado, I will stop procrastinating and not doing the job I should be doing. Let's reposition you so you can, there you go. One of these days I'll save up and get a new camera. No, I won't. So I'm hoping to tack that one there, and that one there, and then a few more legs go on. They're just ordinary Allen keys, but they'll go on as a surround. And what I will now do is dismantle my magnet. Just so it's got some support. If I put all the other bits of magnet, I was about to say back together so I don't lose them when I've just dropped one of the locking washers. Oh well. Sailor V. Or was that it? Oh, that's it. No, it's not. What on earth? Scrap. So I have lost the washer. We all have to be good at something, and I'm quite good at losing things. Okay. So the reason I'm using the magnet is twofold really. One, it's to stop the Allen key going for a walk while I'm trying to weld it. But it also will keep it square on. Although keeping something square on a rotor this misshapen is a little bit of a dream, I guess. Okay, so that's good to go. Attach the earthing clamp. I'll attach it to my clamp. And what I'm going to do is tack on the tail end of it first, and then once that's secure, pop the magnet off, and then weld in the other end. So the next, it's right in front of me. This is the problem when you distract yourself. You put things down and instantaneously forget where you put them down. And there's the MIG. I've got it set up low setting, so it shouldn't melt through anything. These cells. I'm not supposed to surprise myself, am I? That's gone perfectly on my first attempt. Don't tell anybody, they'll never believe you. Okay, so I was about to grab that with my fingers. Yep, that's firm. Wow. We are off to a good start. Okay, let's reposition this. Even better, I haven't managed to weld it to the bench top. I do sometimes wonder why it took me so long to discover this anti-spatter spray. It does make life so much easier. if we can give it a slightly better ground. Don't know why it chose to do that at that point, but it's held, so smile happily, move on. Oops. Don't know why they were on the floor. I haven't used those for a while. That was slightly longer. The problem with really cheap Allen keys, even if you are given them by a generous friend, is you can't always guarantee that they are all the same shape, believe it or not. The flats might be in the right place, but sometimes they're all different lengths. They all appear to be pretty much where I need them. So I'm going to put two more around here. I think we'll go if I go one step at a time, it'll be harder for me to mess it up. Although I do appear to be attempting to make a total mess of it already. Right. So I don't think I'll get a better grounding than that. I don't know why I jumped there, because nothing hot got anywhere near me. Oh, and that hasn't taken. Curses and swear words. Okay, so that will work better. You can see where I'm going with this, so what I'm going to do now is, because you don't want to see me doing this for the next however long it takes, so I'll come back when I'm putting the last one on and you can have a look. See you in a sec. Okay, welcome back folks. So all the legs are now on. And I'm just going to skim over the top, make sure I'm happy with the overall appearance. And then instead of powder coating this one before I take it to the market, or somebody out there decides they want to buy it, that is your choice. You only have to contact me and I'll sell it to you. The reason I don't bother doing it myself, or I pick the colour, is it's more fun for people to choose what they want to see. So quick whiz over now, and she will be ready to go, all being well. And there she is, ready to go. So that's 2 items complete. With the bottle opener, I haven't actually decided yet whether to just drill 2 holes in, just in case people want to screw it to the wall and put the bottle in underneath and lift it up. I'll give people that choice when they've paid for it and chosen what colour they want it powder coated. Because again, it'll be easier to let other people make that decision. Although a lot of people at the moment will keep saying, oh, I'll just take it bare metal because I like that. But if I present everything in just bare metal, strangely enough, people go, oh, do you do colours? So it's more fun giving folks the option. Just noticed I've got a stub of weld poking up, so let's just remove that. There's nothing worse than having a random sharp bit on your workbench, because you forget it's there, put your hand on it and lean. So there we have it. one trivet ready to go. And I think for this little adventure into what happens when the lunatics allow power tools, also known as Sprocket Man Designs, we'll call it a day. Look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe, or leave any comments on anything you'd like to see me try and make. Until the next time, take care, see you down the road.